Okay, heartbreak for England for the home crowd at Lords.
Why are you looking at me?
No, no, I'm just
I
saying.
still belong to India.
Yes, absolutely.
My
We
passport
all
still
belong
says
to India.
India.
Yes,
But
but
that reminds me, passport is not your identity.
yes.
It's just a
Okay,
travel
okay,
document.
okay. We can discuss this in another life, but okay, it's
What do you want to discuss in this life?
this heartbreaking stuff that England managed to do in front of the home crowd, a jam-packed Lords. Yeah, so heartbreak for England. Australia now have their seventh Women's T20 World Cup, and what a dominant performance. I think eventually it turned out to be a very one-sided game. The way they bowled and eventually the way they batted, especially Beth Mooney again, a big game, a big player stood up, delivered. Privilege field again, a speedy knock, a quick knock, which helped them to wrap up the game quickly. And obviously the finishing touches were given by Ellis Perry and Ashley Gardner. But usually where everything went wrong for England, 20 run, 30 run shot maybe. We were seeing the game. We thought the pitch might be a little bit slow, but in the second innings it turned out to be very different for the Australians.
I think the pitch started off slow, but the problem is England openers could not give a good start, which is where I think it started going haywire for England a little. But Charlotte Edwards had made this team into a fearless one throughout the competition. And you could see that is the way they have played. There are a lot of people who will say, "Oh, you know what? They were in the easier group," or some crazy stuff like that. But that's not the case. They were not in the easier group. They had to play New Zealand, they had to play Sri Lanka. They did their bit. They had to play West Indies also. It's not like you know. Um, but on the day that it mattered, they fell short of their that fearlessness, that gutsy. They could not take gutsy calls. And that's where I felt, yes, Natsivar Brandt. I know, thankfully Brandt plays for England and not for India. Otherwise, everybody would have blamed this loss on her. No,
Yes.
whereas because we were there, you could see one, the wicket was a little slower in the first innings, and secondly, because the wickets were falling at the other end, she had to kind
Be
of
there at one end.
be there at one end. I
And
think
every
Freya
other
Camp,
batters needed to chip in, just like
absolutely,
Freya.
absolutely. Freya Kemp chipped in, but nobody in the top of the order. Your 1, 2, 3 didn't, cross 30.
Alice
Um,
Capsey again got a start, couldn't convert. The same old
I
problem.
think Alice Capsey, Shafali Verma, these are becoming very talented but frustrating players because look, you expect Capsey to score this 50s, the 40s on a regular basis by now. And one thing for sure, Charlotte Edwards has worked very hard with her. Charlotte Edwards spent a lot of time with her in the nets, off season, talking to her, giving her a role, telling her how to approach it.
Absolutely. But Tushari, now the record is gone for England.
What record?
Playing at your home, the Women's World Cup, you win every time. But now that record is gone. But Australia extended that record of winning against England every time in the Women's T20 World Cup final. Now
If
four
it's
games, four
Australia
wins.
versus whoever in the finals, Australia is going to win.
Yes, but
Because
again the
somehow
same problem.
that whoever loses their gut, I was going on
Under
saying
pressure.
this. Yeah, I mean under pressure, they look much more under pressure
Yeah.
than Australia does, whereas you don't need to, because ultimately whether you're under pressure or not, you're going to lose. That's the maximum negative that can happen. So maybe go out there and express yourself better. But I think oh, I can also put the mic here. Realization.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously it's heartbreaking for England that they couldn't do the job in front.
Yeah, I'm not even feeling sad. That's what happens when your team is not winning. Whoever loses,
Yes,
does not
yes,
matter.
yes. We basically enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
We enjoyed Beth Moon's batting. How good.
In fact, what did we tell the Australian media manager when not media manager, sorry, social media, social media manager, when we were coming down, she was also coming down with us. So we congratulated her, and then she was
said something.
yeah, and then she was like, yeah, I played really well. So we laughed, and then I requested her that please can we get more Phoebe content, and she was like, oh,
My
she would
camera
love
gets
that.
tired.
Yeah, she said my camera gets tired, but if I tell Phoebe that you guys wanted more Phoebe content, she would love it. So yeah, I mean,
And we also had, I think, the same Aussie. Hey.
yeah, I mean, I
Maybe the
don't know what is she up to in life.
But Beth Moon Trishadi again, A top
Beth
player.
Mooney is Beth Mooney.
Yeah,
That's
top
why
player.
Beth Mooney is Beth Mooney. It's very. No, what I mean is, I'm not just making. Oh, wait, give me 1 second. I will take out and I'll actually tell you. So, Beth Mooney is the player of the match, player of the series,
Player of the series?
player of the tournament.
Player of the tournament, Bedmont?
I just said that, no?
Okay. Didn't expect it. I thought maybe Perry or something.
Yeah, player of the series.
Oh, nice.
Don't scare me. I thought, what, did I
No,
read
no,
it
I
wrong?
was just. I didn't expect it.
Why did you not expect?
I expected maybe Perry. Because
Yeah, but Perry
all
did nothing
rounder.
today.
Yeah, because she didn't bat in the semi-final. She didn't do anything in the final. Semi-final and final.
Yeah, so here, this is my point, guys. When you talk about power hitters, I'm just digressing a little. When we talk about power hitters, 64 of 49 is 130 strike rate. How many Indian batters has 130 strike rate? Out of those, she has hit 10 boundaries.
So 40.
She has ran 29 runs. Still, the strike rate is 130. The point that I'm trying to make here, of course, is very simple. That so Beth Mooney has 238 runs in 7 games, I think.
So Danny Whitehurst finishes as the highest run scorer.
Yeah, 302, the highest
all in
ever,
vain.
highest ever.
But all in vain.
See, this is not a one.
She
One.
couldn't do the job in the most important 2 games, semi-final and final.
That's one. And point two, I think it's a team game.
Hmm.
And which is where a single person's contribution is not going to help. But you know what? I'll be very honest. I would have actually liked a bowler getting it.
Hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, okay, Sri Charani's team didn't qualify, but maybe then Sophie Molina. I mean, it's a boomer. I mean, it's a batter's game. Give something to the bowlers. Let's make an association.
Okay. Last thing to share before taking the comments. For Australia, how impactful will be this win? Because obviously we are talking about this thing, right? 2 ICC tournament, they got knocked out in the semi-final, and they were looking, hungrier than ever. The way they have played, they have been pretty ruthless. They are focused and fully focused in this final. And again, today I think professionalism was top notch from them.
Yeah.
So how do you see this win? How impactful this will be for Australian cricket going forward? Again.
Nothing. It's business day for them. I think how Australia functions. I know it sounds like a joke, but I think how Australia functions is when they don't go to a final, that is when they question themselves. When they win, you and I were saying, why are they not running out? Why are they not running out? They were waiting for the entire team, the support staff to come together. Only Beth Mooney ran out. But in general, you could see, and I'm not saying they're not happy, they are delighted, but it's not something that they go crazy over because that's the standard they have set. So I think, it's a regular day at office for them.
Okay, let's take the comments.
Freaking awesome. Although England were 20-25 runs short, it seems that Australia would have chased it too. See, at one point, I think Snehashish and I were discussing this. England needed 7 runs in 3 overs. Had they been now at 25 in that, freaking awesome, that becomes 32 in 3 overs. It's not like they were not going to make it or going to make it. There would have been a pressure of making it. 1 wicket here, 1 wicket there, and you never know. And by the way, I thought Ellis Perry was out.
Yes, that was my next question.
Yeah.
What about that?
Yeah, that was clear out. That she took the catch. Yes. I mean, that was a very poor decision from Kim Cotton. I was living in the press box also. I just thought, look, it's such a straightforward decision. I thought it's absolutely bogus that somebody needed to check that. And if you did, once you saw, the only place where the ball could have hit the ground was before it reached Eccleston. After it reached Eccleston, then Eccleston has to catch the ball like that. But no, her hand was clearly like this. So if her hand is clearly like this, then either her palm has to be cut off for the ball to touch the ground, or the ball has to touch the ground before before she caught it. It was neither the case. Now, the point here is, of course, that one catch wouldn't have changed anything. But still, I mean, it is what it is. Sachin Chaudhary, one side final match. Yeah. Bhavna, I'm ready. Among all the teams, only India gave Australia tough competition. No. That day, Australia had dropped at least 3 to 4 catches. Had they not dropped those catches and had they been as ruthless and as professional as they were today, nobody was giving them any run for the money. I'm genuinely telling you, being a fan is one thing, and Bhavna, I know you follow cricket very seriously. That's why I'm telling you, do not console yourself by telling yourselves all this story. India were nowhere close to Australia. Somebody is saying, guys, look, it's the Australia England final discussion. Don't don't do unnecessary trolling of anybody, any country, any cricketer. Okay, sports fan not worthy of a final, at least could have competed better. What exactly is worthy of a final? I mean, who decides what is worthy of a final? Mm, sports fan, how bad was Lauren Bell? What was she doing? Do you think everything is very easy to execute? Is it? Of course not, right? I mean, yes, she was extremely poor today.
Yeah,
I
all
thought
over the place.
she was all over the place, and she should have done better. But Abhi, why would I care? Not our team. But yeah, I thought Lauren Bell was all over the place. That is where captaincy matters to me. I'll tell you another example, and nothing against Nat Brandt. You guys tell me I have a lot against some certain captain, right? But you know what is the difference between a titular captain and somebody who's actually a leader? I'll give you two instances. When Lauren Bell was all over the place, Natsivar was coming, talking to her about field placements. No, array, no worries, yeah, chalna, that sort of a thing. When this Ellis Perry thing happened, Sophie Eccleston was absolutely,
Yeah, she was not happy
she
at
was not happy at all. She went up to the umpire. Charlie Dean quietly pushed her back. But when she was standing in the, in the mid off area, she was talking to herself, and Sophie Eccleston was really upset. Charlie Dean, from her position at cover, actually came and spoke to Sophie Eccleston, just patted her head and was like, "It's all right, yeah, let it be. Let's move on. It's just fine." So I think that's the difference. And I'm not saying that Natsivar Brandt encouraging Lauren Bell would have changed everything, or Lauren Bell, whose experience needs that pat in the back always. But at least there are times, much like batters don't get their timing, bowlers don't get, there are days, sports fan said this. No, yeah, there are days
certain
when
things don't go according to your plan.
the ball just doesn't come out the way you want it to. It just doesn't. सडनली लगता है यार हाथ में चैन खुली की मैन खुली हो गई क्या अपने आप से किधर जा रहा है भाई what happens, it's not like that. Hogole, was there any doubt in Australia winning? I mean,
I think after 150, it was quite evident that Australia was going to win. The game was in the first 6 overs.
Yeah. Somnath Badik, Beth Mooney, the most consistent batter in knockout matches. What a batter. And think of this. Sports fan, request to ICC, please don't make this F all groups. First of all, sports fan, stop using the word F. Otherwise, I'll stop taking comments. That's point one. Point two, I love it how you guys think that just because we were in the Australia South Africa group, we did not qualify. But if we had been in England New Zealand group, we would have qualified. Then let me take you back to the 2024 World Cup. Your first game was against a New Zealand team which had lost everything that year, every single T20 game last in 2024.
They came to the World Cup with a 10-match winning streak, 10-match losing streak.
15 match.
15 match.
15 match
losing streak.
Yeah. Trisha is so arrogant that she does not read the comment and start bashing people. Grow up, girl. Rohit, don't watch the show. Just don't watch it if you think somebody is so arrogant. I'm reading every single comment and I will read a comment, but if you use the F word, I'm not going to take the comment. You don't like it, please don't watch it. If you think I'm arrogant, please don't watch it. Nobody is requesting you to. Yeah, getting back, to the point, it's not like our group would have been different, then the results would have been different. It is, let's let's not put all sorts of blame to the group game, groups that have been divided. We lost to New Zealand, and New Zealand, which was absolutely came with a 10 match losing streak, weren't great. We lost Asia Cup to Sri Lanka. Asia Cup final we had lost to Sri Lanka. So in T20s there has been a recurring problem with us. It's not like it's only about groups, sports fan. Hogle, they hardly celebrate, man. We celebrated a fluke World Cup like that's the end of the world. It's fluke to you because you never, you never watch women's cricket. You cannot call a World Cup a fluke win. People are putting in effort, putting in, Dilip, you're a little rude to viewers. If viewers use the effort, if viewers call a World Cup fluke, what do you expect me to do? Dilip, send them gifts. You realize, right, that the Indian women's team worked hard and they won the World Cup. If somebody was bad on that day, it's not on us. It's absolutely not on us. So calling a World Cup fluke, why don't you call the men's World Cup fluke? You will not, right? So don't insult our cricket team. Don't insult any of the players, because if you do, then I will be arrogant and I will be rude. Simon Mitra, congratulations, Australia.
Yep.
Tiger Rose. It seems like India versus Australia as at Lords was World Cup final match. Australia hammered all opponents. I don't think we were good enough for a World Cup final that game, but yeah, you can say it was more competitive.
A little bit more competitive than this.
I am work in progress. 2 no balls by Australia and that Ellis Perry catch was out. England batters played by sticking to the crease could have got more runs. Yeah, I mean, I just thought they were not brave enough. Brave enough in the sense,
They could have taken a little more risks.
I thought the running between the wickets also, and somewhere they were. I completely agree with. I'm work in progress. They were stuck to the crease. They were not trying to use the crease, which. See, Phoebe Litchfield naturally uses the crease.
Yeah.
Phoebe Litchfield is someone who does that. But Beth Mooney also used the crease really well. What happened? Okay. Sunny Singh, third umpire fixing by Australia. Perry was clearly out. भाई वो लोग थर्ड अंपायर क्यों फिक्स करेंगे यार? एक तो ऐसे खेल रहे, ऊपर से अंपायर फिक्स करेंगे तो सोच रहे हो तुम? Abhishek Ranjan. Next year there is Women's Champion Trophy ODI format. No, Champions Trophy is T20 format.
I think T20 format.
Can Shafali and Pratika Raval both can play together in playing 11? If both play, see the question mark happens. One of them have to play at number 3. And you don't want Pratika at number 3 because I think Pratika at number 3 will slow the whole,
Pratika
whole
is
scoring
suited
down.
as an
Pratika
opener.
as an opener.
And that also helps Smriti Mandhana as well.
Correct. But then if Pratika and Smriti open, Shafali cannot come at number 3. Shafali is not a number 3 batter. So that is where I feel, because both of them are typically openers, I don't think that,
Yeah, the first edition of the tournament will take place in Sri Lanka in the T20 format.
Yeah, it's T20I format, Abhishek. Sunny Singh, cricket is like kabaddi for Australia. Indians should not be surprised that Australia dominate their native kabaddi game. Acha. Somnath Barik, Ellis Perry was out, bad umpiring. Yes, bad umpiring is the correct word. Tiger Rose, Trisha, it's very hard to defend against Australia. Yes, we should have chased in that match. Absolutely correct. Now, this is hit the nail on the head. If you remember, Tiger Rose, I don't know if you were watching the pre-show on that game, but the moment the toss result was out, I remember Sandipan and I were standing here and both of us were like, what? Why are we batting first? Why exactly are we batting first? But I mean, I hope we learn. Hogole. They hardly say, oh, acha. Sizzling Savitri, oh my. King 56, real life, okay, I don't know who is that. Abhishek Ranjan, ma'am, next year, okay. Harshad Akashalkar has a very good question. Trishdi, who can challenge Australia in future? India. I would love to believe India.
Yes, India can challenge. And if you see in the recent games, India Australia have been very close contest. I know India may have lose more, but still the intensity, the contest have been very close. The margins have come a little bit closer between two
Yeah.
teams. So I think it can be India. Let's see. But you have to be more consistent.
I feel India needs to tighten a few screws and we will do well.
Mainly fielding. Even today, I think
Fielding
Australia
needs to
was
be, oh my
were
God.
so better than England.
Yeah, England was, yeah,
Okay.
in England was okayish. Deba and Majumdar, Australia is a true sporting nation and it's only evolving. Football, rugby, Olympics, swimming, and so on. It's in their DNA. See, the last line is very important, Deba. And, be it Australia, be it England, whatever England wins, that's secondary. But the other part is if, say, for example, right now, if you go to any park, you will see the kids, they're running, they're playing. You will see people of the age of 70, 80 also running, cycling, playing. And this I have seen in US, this I have seen in Australia, this I have seen in England. And why am I saying this? Because whenever we keep asking why is there still a huge difference in fitness, it's because we start getting fit when we finally decide that okay, this is the reason we need to be fit. These countries, they stay fit as a habit, as something that we probably do in the cultural sense of the term. Like a lot of us would learn how to sing or dance, or those cultural things come commonly to us. For them, it's very different. Is what I'm trying to say. Guys, just one request, because there are too many comments. If you have commented something, just leave it. We'll be taking the comments, don't worry. One comment, one person is, I mean, if you comment one thing once, just leave it there. Manikanta Suri, Australia dropped catches because of pressure created by India. I don't think so. I just think they did not adjust well, because I was not happy with the way India batted, and I'll be very, very honest.
I think it was a 3 6s of Harman
Yeah.
last over.
2.5.
Yes,
2.5, that
Yes,
Litchfield, yeah. And Litchfield is one of the best,
Fielder in the
fielders in the world. I think the best fielders in women's cricket world in this World
Have
Cup.
found
That's
it
a new record. Yeah, that they have found it,
Very
tough to catch. Manikanta Suri, it took 2-3 days for me to come out of World Cup failure, but I feel Australia deserves the title. They hardly play T20 matches before World Cup. I feel we can learn a lot from their planning. I think they did what people, I mean, what worked for them. Australia played less number of T20s. England played less number of T20s, and both of them played the
even
finals.
South Africa also.
South Africa, no, but if you think South Africa played 5 against us, they
Africa
played
played-
5 against
yeah.
Pakistan, they played against
Zimbabwe,
no, Zimbabwe to
New
New
Zealand
Zealand
did.
played.
New Zealand,
They
South
played
Africa
New Zealand, South
In
Africa.
New
Yeah,
Zealand.
yeah, yeah. So no, South Africa played. Anirudh, the England seemed overwhelmed. Australia were ruthless today as they are. What was the turning point according to you? Should Siver been more aggressive?
Yeah.
Only Freya Camp showed aggression. My only thing is, I understand from where you're coming on, Aniruddha, and I also at one point we were discussing that probably Nat should have been a little more aggressive. But my question is the way the other England batters were batting. Do you think Nat had the opportunity to be more aggressive?
See, I
Because
think
if she
wickets-
got out,
yeah,
you went to Gibson, and after that you don't have batting person.
only Charlie Dean maybe for
Yes,
some time, but it
yes.
was never. Yes, I think as wickets were falling from another end, I think Nat Shivavan thought, especially after the Alice captain wicket,
Yeah.
I think that it's time to be stick at one end. I think it's good, but still, I think she could have done a little bit better in terms of strike rate. You have to give credit to the Australian bowlers as well. I think they bowled according to their plan. The fielding was top notch. Every fielder was at the perfect place, and the best part is bowlers bowled according to the plan. They executed their plan successfully. That is why maybe England didn't go to didn't get those free opportunities to score that much. But still, I think that was the right decision at that time from the skipper, that to be at one end and tell
Yeah.
others to go big and score quickly.
Yeah.
But still, I think with the quality that Nat Shiva Brand has, I think
Yeah.
she could have scored a little bit more faster. Then these at least these 20-run shot could have been 10-run shot
Mm.
or maybe 15-run shot.
Mm.
So yeah, I think she could have done a little bit more better.
Mm. I completely agree. Okay. Mm. People are tagging me. They've forgotten you're in the show. Sorry, guys. um, wait.
Okay, last 5 minutes to schedule.
Arey, wait, there are so many
Oh
comments,
my god.
and the comments are running away also.
Okay.
Beth Muni, I took this comment, this one. Arey, yaar, kahan tha yaar? Oh yeah. Abhishek Ranjan, ma'am, in recent times, Kranti God performance is average. Why management not gives chance to new crop of fast bowlers? I
Who
think
are the bowlers? That's the
no,
question.
even if there are bowlers, okay, here's my take. I don't think Kranti has suddenly lost all potential. What I do think is, what is Kranti's role? And I'll explain what I mean here. And I'm going to give you a name which does not really, I mean, is not equal to Kranti per se, but I'm just explaining role wise. Okay. So, for example, when a Shabnim Ismail bowls for South Africa, what is the expectation from her? The expectation is you can go for 30 odd runs in your 4 overs, but you have to give me 2 wickets
Minimum.
minimum. What is your expectation with Kranti? Of course, Kranti is no Shabnim Ismail. So she's not going to give you 30. She's going to give you minimum 40, 45. But the question is, can she give you the 2 wickets? If she can, what is the stock ball? How is she going to go for those 2 wickets? What is the field placement that you're doing? So I think that part is still unresolved more than putting it on Kranti per se. And then what is happening? Abhishek, you asked, no? Yeah. What is happening, Abhishek? Kranti is getting hit and she doesn't know her role. The and she's not being told that you know what, you get hit but you have to go for wickets. So then she's trying to contain by cutting down her speed, because of course speed makes it easier to hit. That is where she's getting hit further. I don't know if you understood, Abhishek. Let me know. And about crop of fast bowlers, look, you have three pace bowling all rounders who are injured. Other than that, you have to groom them. Like for example, Nandini, I thought it was not fair on Nandini to be playing this World Cup. It's not. You don't want a raw player in this new stage. I understand where the selectors or the coach came from, because you do not,
Any such replacements.
especially because Renuka can't bowl the death overs. You also have to think that
She had injury concerns as
yes, and Renuka was in horrible form. So you didn't have wicket-taking bowlers. You brought in Nandini, who looked like she could take wickets, but she's too young. She's too raw to give her a little more time. दिलीप हाई बोल के उसके बाद ही तुमने रूट बोल दिया. वाह वाह. Bhavna M. Reddy, Bell hasn't been very effective against left-handers. We have seen the same pattern in the WPL as well. Yes, somehow when she bowls to left-handers, she doesn't trust those outswingers. She tries to keep bowling those, in-swingers, which obviously leaves the left-handers. And then she ends up
hitting
messing
the
up.
pad,
Yeah.
bowling into the pad.
Dilip, India was expected to eliminate from group. No, they were not. Especially after the Australia-South Africa match, they were not. I thought that was the best result that could happen for India. And we have said that in the show a number of times, Dilip, that, if Australia defeats South Africa, all India needs to do is...
Don't wait until the Lord's Cup.
Yeah. And they waited, and it's Australia. In important matches, you don't want to face Australia. I know we played out of our skins to win that semi-final, but remember, we played out of our skins. There were dropped catches, and then we won. So yeah. Saib Roth, cricket is not a popular sport for Australia. If it's not I do agree kind of that it is not the only sport that they concentrate on or is popular for them. I get what you're coming to, but yeah, I mean, they're still professional. They take it as profession, as simple as that. ये नाम मैं कैसे पढ़ूं? SSCH. Okay. Deserved team won, and there is no doubt about it. No other team is near to their potential. At least in this tournament, that's the case. Yeah. Okay. Dilip, will Harmanpreet retire? It's more a question for her than for us. I don't think she should retire as a batter as yet, but yeah. Take a few comments. I have been speaking. Sunny Singh is saying India is still average in cricket.
In cricket, I don't think. And which India, men's or women's, we have to mention that. But
Currently, both are losing, no?
yes,
That's why
yes,
both have
yes.
become.
So both have become average. And I think that is not a scenario. See, I think for the men's, they have been a dominating factor, and they will make a comeback. There's no
Yeah.
doubt about that. For women's in 50 over, I think we fancy our chances
Yeah.
better. Even the India under 19 the India A girls did so well in England only.
We won the
Yeah, we
series.
won the ODI series 2-1. So I think in the 50 over we fancy ourselves, but in T20 format, I think we need to work a little bit regarding the combination, regarding the options, be it with the bat, be it with the ball, and the fitness in fielding. I think there are a lot of stuff to work on, and that is why the next T20 World Cup will be crucial. Hopefully, India can come up with a better approach in all three departments, and that can be beneficial for them going forward.
Shagnik is saying, and I'm not surprised with what Shagnik is saying. I guess all teams are goated unless they meet an Australian team in the final. Right?
Congratulations, Shagnik.
Yeah, congratulations, Shagnik. Sports fan. Sorry, Triaha. I know we played bad cricket, but it would be better for women's cricket viewership. At least a well fought final should be there to attract more viewership. 28,887 people at the ground. I don't think it would have been, it in any way is a bad viewership. In the semi-finals, it was 21,000, some 827 or something of that sort. Let's not say that apart from India, nobody watches cricket, and especially, and I'll tell you what, especially in countries like England, Australia, where watching cricket is a culture. On a Sunday, people go out to watch cricket, tennis. As we were saying in the pre-show, there was a proper discussion going on in the bus. Who is keeping up with which sport? And it's a culture. It's a culture
They enjoy
here.
that.
They enjoy that because they don't take all sports that seriously and to the heart like we do. So yeah. Dilip, does coach or players will retire? They will retire at some point for sure in their life. Ogle, sorry Trisha, I have been following women's cricket from 15 years. That World Cup was a fluke. Come on, that Aussie game, we were lucky with catch drops and due no disrespect. That's it. I completely agree with you that we were lucky. But when you're saying fluke, so that means South Africa is also won by fluke because we dropped two catches. Correct? Chalo maine मान लिया. But had South Africa won this World Cup, would you count this World Cup or would you not? Or would you celebrate or say, oh, thank you? Would you go up on the podium and pick up the World Cup and say thank you to everyone who dropped my catches? You won't, because you did not request anyone to drop your catches. It's a game. It's part and parcel of the game that people drop catches. If somebody has dropped your catch, it is on them. It is not on you. I mean,
Yes.
so don't tell me it's a fluke World Cup.
To drop that.
Yes, exactly my point. So when you say fluke, my only problem, Hogle, with the word fluke is you're disrespecting not only those 15 Indian players, you're also disrespecting every single women cricketer who has worked so hard for Indian women's team to reach here. Mind you, Australian women's team, England women's team have got support from their board way ahead of the Indian women's team. So it is not easy. So fluke is a very, very wrong choice of word. And I know a lot of people will think, oh, you know what, you lost so badly and yet you're saying this. Yes, but then if somebody loses badly, does not mean that we are going to disrespect years of their effort. And whenever Snehashish and I criticize, we have always made it a point that we are not disrespectful. Right, sorry. Somnath, England batter is totally out of the match today. There was no intent, very poor display.
Yes.
Correct. Hogle is asking Champions Trophy. Are you covering in Feb? Yes, of course we are covering. In fact, let me give you guys a debrief of what the Indian women's cricket coverage looks like. So from now on, of course, we'll concentrate on on reviewing the World Cup and on previewing the Test match, and then of course the action shifts to Test match. After that, we'll be doing the 100 women's, and then we will be doing the domestic season of women. And Shourjani will be going and covering the Zimbabwe tour. Then we shift to the domestic season continues. Then we cover India's tour of South Africa. Then we cover somebody will definitely cover the under 19 World Cup and the Champions Trophy we will be covering. So as of now, this is what it is. After that, it's March. I mean, उतना तो जिंदा रहने दो फिर decide करेंगे. Okay, let us take a few more comments. चलो, साढ़े 7 ही बज रहे हैं इधर. तुम ही लोगों को नींद नहीं आ रही, हम तो ठीक ही है. Okay, Manikanta, just by the way, the trophy has just been handed over, I think, because fireworks. When was the last time I saw somebody pick up the trophy? Even in 2025, guys, and I can crib about this my whole life. This guy saw the trophy lift. This guy also saw a moment that I would have cherished.
Yeah.
Mithali getting that, getting that trophy, bringing the trophy. I would have seen. I could not because I was standing outside and doing shows in all languages possible. Manikanta Suri, one positive aspect to look is India scored 170 against Australia, the highest by any team. Had we have better plans with ball after 69 for 3, I feel results could have been different. Better plans with the ball, I would say better quality bowling
and field placement.
And field placement as well. Kavinda Rajapaksha, why do I think you are from Sri Lanka? Oh, you are from Sri Lanka. I am from. Yes. I heard the name and I thought he or she's from Sri Lanka. I'm just happy I got it right. Sorry. I'm from Sri Lanka, but I'm fan of Australia since 2015. Nice. My fave is Ellis Perry. So, what do you think her performance in this tournament? Oh, please.
Brilliant. I think playing a 10 T20 World Cup, the impact that she managed to put up for this team, I think immense. I think if you see for the last 1 or 2 years, there has been a stage where some discussions came up regarding her participation in the senior in this team, in this Australian team, regarding is the all-rounder Ellis Perry still alive or is only the batter?
Correct.
Because of the fitness, she was not bowling that much.
Correct.
But the way she has made a comeback from that last fitness issue, now she has started to bowling. She managed to take wickets throughout the tournament. She scored those important runs. I think 3 player of the match awards already. I think in this tournament, I think she has been fabulous. It's unfortunate that in the semi-final she couldn't bat that much, and today I think she did the job. She finished the job for the team. So I think so much experience and still having that kind of a hunger to perform for the team, be it with the bat, be it with the ball. I think tremendous, and that is what you need from an experienced player. And for someone like Sophie Molyneux to have Ellis Perry in the team. And a part of that leadership group as well. So I think overall, I think she has been a key member of this side, and we only saw that throughout the tournament.
I agree, completely. Guys, again, I've lost comments. Yeah. Shagnik is saying, Nana, loads of kudos to Snehashishda and Trishadi and even Rev Sports. I think no company invests so much in women's cricket. And today, whatever be the result, back from home, people have engaged a lot. I completely agree. Why am I continuing the live? Because I can see there are a lot of people watching it and asking questions. I would have closed it because we thought it's pretty late, but because you guys are asking questions and that we have a habit. And by the way, let me tell you, a lot of people in our office actually call us crazy because we do 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours live. They're like, have you guys gone crazy?
It's coming back.
Guys, don't make us do 1 hour live, please. Short questions. Okay. Surajit De, Trisha ma'am, Shafali and Richa can be considered new T20 opener. India also have to change their approach in T20. Also more all-rounder option for flexibility. Richa for opening.
Yeah.
Oh, you have dropped Smriti only. Acha. I don't know, guys. I don't think Smriti is a huge problem. Yes, Smriti was terrible this World Cup. I mean, horrible pro max. Having said that, I don't think you need Richa up the order. You need a finisher.
I also don't think.
Yeah.
The one thing I was quite excited to see, I think 2-3 years back when she was sometimes trying at number 3 in ODIs.
Richa, no.
But
No, see, number 3 kya hoga na? Her role will change.
Yes.
Number 3, she will.
I think that will damage her explosiveness.
Exactly. She will be confused between anchoring and not anchoring. Yeah. Hogole, sorry. Kudos to Trisha and Snehashish and Ref Sports for covering entire T20 World Cup. Thank you so much. Okay, there are loads of questions, and I would, love to take each one of them, but it isn't even a choice for me, and I'll tell you why. Because our phone sports fan talking about digital viewership, I think digital viewership also, as Jay Shah had tweeted, digital and TV viewership was quite quite high. Manikanta Suri, do we have women's Asia Cup this year? Yes, we do in between, and we will cover that as well. um, I am work in progress. Great job, Trishadi and Snehashish, for the coverage of this tournament. Thank you. Kavinda Rajapaksha, after Petty retired, who can replace her? I think Annabelle. What do you think? Yes, we also think Annabelle Sutherland.
Sutherland is the perfect successor.
I mean, I don't think you can all have a perfect successor. That's
Yes.
a separate thing
No one
altogether.
can
But
replace her, man.
yes,
Okay?
but role-wise, you're correct.
Role-wise, I think she can be the perfect.
Yes, guys, we would have loved to continue, but unfortunately, our phone is showing that we cannot continue. It just has 9% charge, so we have to go.
So the T20 World Cup is done.
So the T20 World Cup.
Few more videos.
A few more videos will be there. We will be review. Okay, so here's what we will have: 12 more videos reviewing each of the 12 teams, and actually make that 13 more videos. How about this?
Yeah.
I don't like the number 13. Let's do 14 videos. Next 7 days, 14 videos. Each day, 2 teams. And then when the teams finish, the best playing 11.
I think till then the ICC would have come up with their best playing 11.
We're not competing with ICC.
Okay.
We will give our best playing 11.
Oh, no, I thought that we will give before them only.
He is becoming Australia. I'm still India. I'm still trying to go with the. Okay, then let's do something. If you want to give it before ICC,
Yeah.
let's do the first video, best playing 11.
Exactly.
Then do the rest of the reviews.
Yeah.
And the 14th video would be, this is Buddy's first, the coverage in England.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's ask him some tough questions about coverage. So 14th will be, actually the 14th video, we are not going to record a video, will come live.
Yeah.
Only with T20 World Cup questions. We'll not take any test questions. That is for the test lives. The other videos and
From
pieces.
tomorrow onwards,
Yes, from tomorrow onwards, of course, we'll be building up to the test match.
the practice and
The
everything.
practice, the match starts on the 10th. So do keep joining. Somebody has said thank you, guys.
Yes.
Pogole is saying thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, and do like, share, and subscribe, and do keep joining. Thank you.
Thank you.